FBI Director Christopher Wray will be making that first-time appearance, testifying before a House committee since Republicans took the majority in the House. We want to welcome Chris Swecker, an attorney and former Assistant Director of the FBI's Criminal Investigative Division. Good morning to you, Chris.
Good morning, Adrienne. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I don't know how Chris Wray is doing at this point, but reports are that this meeting was scheduled to happen sometime in January. He knew about it. It was pending. But is this a voluntary appearance? He wasn't subpoenaed or anything, right? This is not a forced meeting.
Yeah, normally this is a voluntary appearance. It's something that happens at least once a year, where the FBI director comes in and reports to Congress on the FBI's activities and faces questions. But this one, I think, is going to be a very contentious hearing.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. Can we just talk about the Catholic Church element? I mean, I think a lot of times Americans are hearing the buzz, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The FBI is being accused by House Republicans that they targeted Catholic churches to track down white nationalists. When over a decade ago, you can find all this information online, it's not secret, the FBI targeted Catholic churches to try to find people who were hiding illegal immigrants. How things have changed. Will Wray actually say anything about this that's substantive?
Yeah, I think he's going to be limited in what he can say in many areas, but I think in this area, I think he'll very strongly deny that the FBI is targeting conservatives, especially in this context. Although the fact remains that there was a policy, or at least an initiative on the part of the Department of Justice to go to dig into this type of activity as allegedly domestic terrorism. But I don't think it went very far. I think it got pretty well nipped in the bud, and they backed off from it. The FBI, someone in the FBI produced a memo that nobody really acted on. So, this is one area where there may have been plans and designs to have some kind of initiative towards identifying so-called domestic terrorists in this context, school board meetings and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it went very far, and I think that's what he'll say.
Well, Merrick Garland's come out just this week saying that this is an affront, this is an attack on the agency and the DOJ. But what's the difference between an attack and accountability?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, ordinarily, I think congressional committees of this nature get too political, and they get very, they're not helpful. But in this case, I think some transparency would be very helpful, because the circles that I travel in, judges, agency heads, chiefs of police, lawyers, ordinary people, many who have supported the FBI in the past are not supportive now because of the perception that they are being weaponized. And that breaks my heart, because I served in that organization for 25 years, served at a very high level. And I think there are many, the vast majority are hardworking, very professional, very competent people. And I hate to see them maligned in this way, but I think that this lack of transparency has been a contributing factor.
Yeah, and as you said, you were there for many, many years. There are a lot of good people who work there who are getting swept up into these questions and accusations. Will we learn more about the Hunter Biden case and the criminal investigation into him from this testifying today?
I think it's doubtful, because it's supposed to be an ongoing investigation, despite the plea agreement that was struck. And I think many people, including myself, think that was basically a jaywalking citation in light of his activities and what has come to light. So I don't think Chris will have. I don't think he'll have any running room there to talk about it because of the quote ongoing investigation status. At least that's what I'm told. It is in fact still ongoing.
Chris Swecker, thanks for giving us all those insights. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.